In the shadowy corners of history, and whispered amongst those who delve into the esoteric, lies a tale that has captivated and confounded truth seekers for centuries. It speaks of a clandestine organization known as the Khazarian Mafia, a group shrouded in secrecy and rumored to possess unimaginable power. But what if their origins were far more ancient, far more profound than anyone dared imagine? What if their lineage could be traced back to the very architects of humanity, the enigmatic Elohim? The mere mention of the Khazarian Mafia evokes images of conspiracy and control. They are tendrils reaching into the very fabric of society. Some believe them to be the puppet masters behind global events, their influence spanning politics, finance, and even the course of history itself. Yet, their true nature remains elusive, their motives hidden behind a veil of speculation and conjecture. But what if we were to look beyond the confines of our limited understanding? What if we were to consider the possibility that the Khazarian Mafia is but a single thread in a tapestry woven across millennia, connecting us to a time when gods walked among men? The Elohim, a term shrouded in mystery and often misinterpreted, may hold the key to unlocking this ancient connection, revealing a truth that has been obscured by the sands of time. Their name echoes through the halls of antiquity, whispered in hushed tones and enshrined in sacred texts. To comprehend the potential link between the Khazarian Mafia and the Elohim, we must first embark on a journey of discovery, delving into the origins and meanings of this enigmatic term. Only then can we begin to unravel the intricate threads that bind them together, revealing a truth that has the power to reshape our understanding of history and our place within the grand cosmic scheme. The word Elohim itself is a linguistic enigma, a plural noun often used to refer to a singular deity. This apparent contradiction has fueled countless debates among scholars and theologians, each seeking to decipher its true meaning. Some argue that it reflects the polytheistic origins of the Hebrew people, while others see it as a representation of the Divine Council, a group of celestial beings who govern the cosmos. Embedded within its ancient syllables are clues to a deeper understanding of the divine. El, a root word meaning power or strength, speaks to the awe-inspiring nature of the Elohim. Lamed, often depicted as an outstretched arm or a soaring bird, symbolizes elevation, expansion, and the ability to transcend earthly limitations. Together, these elements paint a picture of beings who are both powerful and transcendent, capable of shaping reality itself. But their influence extends far beyond the realm of language and symbolism. Ancient texts from various cultures speak of gods and goddesses who descended from the heavens, sharing their wisdom and knowledge with humanity. Could these beings, known by different names in different cultures, be one and the same as the Elohim? And if so, what role did they play in shaping the course of human history? The answers to these questions may lie hidden in plain sight, concealed within the pages of ancient myths, religious texts, and the whispers of secret societies. The term Elohim stands as a linguistic paradox, a plural noun often employed to denote a singular deity. This intriguing contradiction has sparked endless debates among scholars and theologians, each striving to unravel its true essence. Some propose that it reflects the polytheistic roots of the Hebrew people, while others perceive it as an embodiment of the Divine Council, a collective of celestial entities entrusted with governing the cosmos. Delving deeper into the etymology of Elohim, we uncover a rich tapestry of meaning. It is a combination of the pronoun El, signifying power or strength, and the plural suffix imtal. El, a root word found in various Semitic languages, points towards a force that is mighty, awe-inspiring, and beyond human comprehension. It speaks of a power that transcends the boundaries of our physical world, a power that is both creative and destructive. The plural suffix im, however, adds another layer of complexity. It hints at a multiplicity within the divine, a suggestion that the divine is not a monolithic entity but rather a complex being with multiple facets. This multiplicity could be interpreted in various ways, as different aspects of a single deity, as a council of divine beings working in unison, or even as a hierarchy of divine entities with varying degrees of power and influence. Furthermore, the use of a plural noun to refer to a singular deity could also be understood as a way of expressing the utmost respect and reverence. Just as royalty in some cultures is addressed using the plural, we even when referring to a single individual, similarly, using Elohim for God could be seen as a way of acknowledging his supreme majesty and transcendence. This linguistic peculiarity, therefore, opens up a fascinating window into the ancient Hebrew understanding of the divine. The concept of powerful celestial beings involved in the creation and governance of humanity is not unique to the Hebrew tradition. Across the globe, numerous cultures have preserved ancient myths and legends that echo this narrative. From the Olympian gods of Greece to the Aesir and Vanir of Norse mythology, from the Anunnaki of Sumeria to the Orishas of the Yoruba people, the idea of divine beings interacting with humanity is a recurring theme in human storytelling. These beings, despite their diverse names and attributes, share a striking resemblance to the Elohim. They are often depicted as possessing superior knowledge, advanced technology, and the ability to influence the natural world. They are credited with shaping civilizations, imparting wisdom, and even intervening in human affairs, sometimes for good and sometimes for less noble purposes. The prevalence of such narratives across diverse cultures raises intriguing questions. Could the seemingly disparate mythologies be different cultural expressions of a shared human experience with the divine? Could the Elohim, the Anunnaki, the Olympian gods, and other such beings be different names for the same group of celestial entities that have interacted with humanity throughout history, leaving their mark on our cultures and beliefs? The answers to these questions remain elusive, shrouded in the mists of time, and open to interpretation. However, the striking parallels between these ancient narratives cannot be ignored. They invite us to broaden our perspectives, to look beyond the confines of our own cultural conditioning, and to consider the possibility that the story of humanity's origins and our relationship with the divine might be far more complex and awe-inspiring than we ever imagined. Architects of humanity, the Elohim's blueprint. The narratives woven into the fabric of ancient cultures often depict the Elohim, or beings akin to them, as the architects of humanity. From the clay tablets of Sumeria to the papyrus scrolls of Egypt, from the oral traditions of indigenous tribes to the sacred texts of the world's major religions, we find echoes of a time when these celestial beings walked among us, shaping our world and guiding our evolution. In these accounts, the Elohim are often portrayed as master geneticists, manipulating the building blocks of life to create a species in their own image. They breathe life into the clay, mold the human form, and imbue their creation with a spark of their own divine essence. Whether literal or allegorical, these creation myths speak to a profound truth, that humanity is intimately connected to a realm beyond the material, a realm of infinite potential and divine inspiration. The implications of this connection are far-reaching. If the Elohim played a role in our creation, does that mean our destiny is predetermined? Are we merely puppets in a cosmic play, our lives scripted by forces beyond our control? Or do we possess the free will to chart our own course, to evolve beyond the limitations of our genetic inheritance and forge our own path towards enlightenment? These questions have haunted philosophers, theologians, and seekers of truth for millennia. The answers, like the Elohim themselves, remain shrouded in mystery, but by exploring the ancient myths and seeking deeper meaning within their symbolism, we can begin to unravel the enigma of our origins and gain a greater understanding of our place within the grand cosmic scheme. The Covenant and the Choice, a cosmic drama, unfolds. The relationship between the Elohim and humanity is often portrayed as a complex tapestry woven with threads of creation, guidance, rebellion, and redemption. It is a cosmic drama that unfolds across cultures and epochs, revealing the challenges and triumphs inherent in our journey towards spiritual awakening. In some narratives, a covenant is established between the Elohim and their human creation, a sacred agreement that binds the two together in a relationship of mutual responsibility. Humanity is entrusted with the stewardship of the earth and tasked with upholding the divine laws, while the Elohim promise protection, guidance, and the potential for spiritual growth. However, this harmonious balance is often disrupted by humanity's inherent flaws, our susceptibility to temptation, our thirst for power, and our tendency to stray from the path of righteousness. The consequences of these transgressions are often depicted as periods of darkness, upheaval, and even divine retribution. Yet, even in the face of humanity's failings, the Elohim's love and compassion often shine through. They send messengers, prophets, and avatars to guide us back to the path of light, to remind us of our true potential, and to offer us the opportunity for redemption. This cycle of rebellion and reconciliation, of darkness and enlightenment, reflects the ebb and flow of spiritual evolution, both on a personal and collective level. Guardians of knowledge, catalysts of evolution. In many ancient traditions, the Elohim are not merely seen as creators, but also as guardians of sacred knowledge, holders of wisdom that transcends human understanding. They are the architects of civilizations, the imparters of language, the teachers of agriculture, and the masters of celestial navigation. Their influence can be seen in the sudden emergence of advanced cultures, the construction of monumental structures aligned with the astronomical events and the development of sophisticated systems of writing, mathematics, and astronomy. These leaps in human progress, often attributed to divine intervention, suggest a guiding hand, a subtle but profound influence on the course of human history. The Elohim's role as catalysts of evolution extends beyond the realm of technology and culture. They are also credited with awakening humanity's spiritual potential, guiding us towards self-discovery and illuminating the path to enlightenment. Their teachings, often veiled in symbolism and allegory, challenge us to look beyond the material world and seek deeper meaning within ourselves and the universe around us. The legacy of the Elohim, therefore, is not merely etched in stone or inscribed on ancient scrolls, but woven into the very fabric of human consciousness. Their influence can be felt in our innate desire for knowledge, our yearning for connection to something greater than ourselves, and our enduring quest for spiritual enlightenment. By recognizing their presence in our midst, both historically and within the depths of our own being, we open ourselves to the possibility of tapping into their wisdom and fulfilling our own divine potential. The human psyche, much like the world we inhabit, instinctively gravitates towards light, perceiving it as synonymous with goodness, purity, and safety. Darkness, in stark contrast, has often been relegated to the shadows, becoming synonymous with evil, fear, and the unknown. This binary perception, while seemingly fundamental to our understanding of the world, often obscures the true nature of darkness and its essential role in the cosmic dance of existence. Darkness, in its purest form, is not inherently malevolent. It is not the absence of light, but rather its counterpart, its equal and opposite force in the grand tapestry of creation. Just as night follows day and winter succeeds summer, darkness and light exist in a state of dynamic equilibrium, each essential for the other's existence and the harmonious functioning of the cosmos. To perceive darkness solely through the lens of fear and negativity is to deny its inherent power and potential. Darkness is the womb from which creation emerges, the fertile void where dreams are incubated, and the silent sanctuary where the soul finds solace and renewal. It is in the stillness of darkness that we confront our deepest fears, confront our shadow selves, and emerge transformed, our spirits tempered and our understanding of the world enriched. The mischaracterization of darkness as inherently evil stems from a fundamental misunderstanding of duality and the interconnected nature of all things. Just as a tapestry requires both dark and light threads to reveal its intricate design, so too does the human experience necessitate both darkness and light to achieve wholeness and enlightenment. Few figures in religious and mythological history have been as demonized and misunderstood as Lucifer, often depicted as the embodiment of evil, the fallen angel who rebelled against God and was cast into the abyss. Lucifer's story is a cautionary tale that has captivated and terrified generations. However, a closer examination of his origins and symbolism reveals a more nuanced and complex figure, one who embodies the duality of light and darkness within us all. The name Lucifer itself is derived from the Latin words lux, light, and fere, to bear, meaning light bearer. In Roman astronomy, Lucifer was the name given to the planet Venus when it appeared in the morning sky, heralding the dawn. This association with light and the promise of a new day stands in stark contrast to the demonic figure often portrayed in religious texts. Lucifer's fall from grace, often interpreted as a rebellion against God, can also be seen as a metaphorical representation of humanity's own separation from the divine. His descent into darkness symbolizes our own journey into the material world, a realm of duality and temptation where we are constantly challenged to choose between our higher and lower natures. To demonize Lucifer is to deny the inherent duality within us all, the potential for both darkness and light that resides within the human heart. His story rather than a tale of absolute evil, serves as a potent reminder of the importance of balance, the need to embrace both our shadow and our light in order to achieve wholeness and spiritual enlightenment. While darkness itself is a neutral force, an essential aspect of creation, its power can be manipulated and distorted, twisted to serve nefarious agendas. This is where we enter the realm of Satanism, a term often shrouded in fear, misconception, and sensationalized portrayals in popular culture. To understand Satanism, we must distinguish between its true nature and the distorted perceptions that often cloud our judgment. True Satanism, as opposed to the caricature often presented in media and entertainment standards, is not about devil worship or the glorification of evil. It is, at its core, a rejection of external authority, a celebration of individualism, and a pursuit of personal power and gratification. Satanists, in this sense, are their own gods, answerable only to themselves and their own desires. While this philosophy may seem appealing to some, particularly those who feel marginalized or disillusioned by traditional belief systems, it is ultimately a path that leads to spiritual stagnation and isolation. By rejecting the interconnectedness of all beings and focusing solely on personal gain, Satanism cut itself off from the very source of true power and fulfillment, the divine spark that resides within us all. It is essential to note that many who identify as Satanists or dabble in satanic practices are often driven by a thirst for knowledge, a desire to explore the hidden aspects of themselves and the universe. However, without a solid moral compass and a deep understanding of the spiritual principles at play, this exploration can easily devolve into a dangerous obsession with power, control, and self-gratification, ultimately leading them further away from the path of enlightenment. The concept of time, often perceived as a linear progression from past to present to future, takes on a more fluid and enigmatic quality when viewed through the lens of esoteric knowledge. Ancient wisdom traditions speak of time as a multidimensional tapestry woven from countless threads, each representing a potential timeline, a possible unfolding of events. Within this intricate web, destiny and free will engage in a delicate dance, shaping the course of human history and individual lives. Imagine, if you will, a grand cosmic loom where skilled weavers, guided by divine intent, meticulously craft the fabric of reality. Each thread represents a choice, an action, a thought, or a decision, and as these threads intertwine, they create patterns, forming the events and experiences we perceive as our lives and the unfolding of history. Some threads are thick and vibrant, representing significant turning points and karmic lessons, while others are subtle and nearly imperceptible, reflecting the seemingly insignificant choices we make each day. Within this grand design, however, we are not merely passive observers. As conscious beings endowed with free will, we possess the remarkable ability to choose which threads we weave into our tapestry, influencing the patterns that emerge and the direction our lives take. Each decision, no matter how small, creates a ripple effect, altering the trajectory of our personal timelines and contributing to the collective tapestry of human experience. This interplay of destiny and free will, of preordained patterns and conscious choices, creates a dynamic and ever-changing reality, a cosmic dance where we are both actors and audience, co-creators with the divine, in the unfolding drama of existence. Understanding this intricate dance allows us to approach life with a sense of both purpose and empowerment, recognizing that while we may not be able to control every event, we have the power to choose our responses, to learn from our experiences, and to weave a tapestry that reflects our highest aspirations. Throughout the annals of human history, there have been periods of great upheaval and transformation, epochs marked by profound shifts in consciousness, societal structures, and spiritual understanding. These pivotal moments, often accompanied by both chaos and opportunity, can be seen as part of a grand cosmic cycle, a process of purification and realignment that esoteric traditions refer to as the Great Rectification. Imagine a master architect periodically reviewing the blueprints of a grand cathedral, ensuring that the structure aligns with the original vision. Similarly, during times of great rectification, the spiritual hierarchy, guided by divine will, assesses the progress of humanity, identifying areas where we have strayed from our intended path, where our creations no longer reflect the divine blueprint. These periods are not about punishment or retribution, but rather about course correction, a loving but firm nudge to guide us back towards alignment with our highest potential. The signs of a great rectification are often evident in the world around us. Widespread social unrest, political upheaval, economic instability, climate change, and a general sense that the old ways of being are no longer serving us. These challenges, while often perceived as negative, are in essence opportunities for growth, catalysts for change that compel us to question our assumptions, re-evaluate our priorities, and seek new ways of living in harmony with ourselves, each other, and the planet. Navigating these turbulent times requires courage, discernment, and a willingness to surrender to the wisdom of the universe. It is a time for deep introspection, for examining the beliefs and patterns that no longer serve us, and for embracing new ways of thinking, being, and relating to the world. The Great Rectification, while challenging, ultimately serves as a reminder of our interconnectedness, our shared destiny, and our infinite potential to create a world that reflects the divine blueprint of love, harmony, and abundance. Section 3. The Lineage of Light, Guardians of the Sacred Flame. Throughout the ages, whispers have echoed through the corridors of time, tales of a hidden lineage, a lineage of light bearers entrusted with preserving and transmitting ancient wisdom, spiritual knowledge, and the sacred flame of truth. This lineage, often shrouded in secrecy and obscured by the veils of history, has played a pivotal role in guiding humanity through periods of darkness, fanning the embers of hope and illuminating the path towards enlightenment. The members of this lineage are not bound by bloodlines or social standing, but rather by a shared commitment to service, a deep connection to the divine, and a profound understanding of the spiritual principles that govern the universe. They are the keepers of ancient mysteries, the guardians of sacred texts, the practitioners of esoteric arts, and the teachers of spiritual wisdom. They walk among us, often unrecognized, their presence felt in subtle but profound ways, their influence rippling through time and touching the lives of countless individuals. The lineage of light is not a monolithic organization or a secret society in the traditional sense, but rather a network of awakened beings connected by a shared purpose to uplift humanity, to alleviate suffering, and to facilitate the awakening of consciousness. They work through various channels, sometimes to established spiritual traditions, sometimes through the arts, sciences, or humanitarian endeavors, and sometimes through quiet acts of kindness and compassion that ignite sparks of hope in the hearts of those they touch. Recognizing the presence of the lineage of light in our lives requires a shift in perception, a willingness to look beyond the surface and perceive the subtle energy that connects us all. Their guidance is often felt as a gentle nudge, a synchronistic encounter, an inspiring idea, or a sudden surge of courage when we need it most. By cultivating a spirit of openness, gratitude, and a willingness to be of service, we open ourselves to their guidance and become beacons of light ourselves, contributing to the collective illumination of humanity. Section 1. The Symphony of Alignment, Divine and Royal. Within the grand symphony of existence, where celestial bodies dance to the rhythm of cosmic laws, and human destinies intertwine like threads in a grand tapestry, the concept of spiritual alignment emerges as a harmonious chord, a resonating frequency that connects us to our highest potential and aligns us with the divine orchestra of creation. Just as a musical instrument, when properly tuned, produces beautiful melodies, so, too, does a spiritually aligned being radiate harmony, wisdom, and a profound sense of purpose. This alignment is not merely a passive state of being, but an active and dynamic process, a continuous refinement of our thoughts, emotions, and actions to resonate with the divine frequencies of love, compassion, and wisdom. It is a journey of self-discovery, a stripping away of limiting beliefs and ego-driven desires, and a surrender to the guiding hand of a higher power. It is in this space of surrender, of letting go of the illusion of control, that we open ourselves to the infinite possibilities that lie dormant within us. Within the context of lineages, both divine and royal, spiritual alignment takes on an even deeper significance. The divine lineage, often associated with celestial beings, ascended masters, and enlightened avatars, serves as a conduit for divine wisdom, a source of inspiration and guidance for humanity's spiritual evolution. The royal lineage, on the other hand, represents those individuals entrusted with temporal power, those who hold positions of leadership and influence in the material world. When these two lineages, the divine and the royal, are in harmony, when their energies are aligned and their actions reflect a shared commitment to the well-being of humanity and the planet, a powerful synergy is created, a force for good that can uplift civilizations, inspire generations, and usher in an era of peace, prosperity, and spiritual awakening. However, when these lineages become misaligned, when ego, greed, or the lust for power corrupts their purpose, the consequences can be dire, leading to discord, suffering, and a descent into darkness. Section 2. The primacy of the spiritual unveiling inner temple. In a world often consumed by material pursuits, external validation, and the relentless pursuit of power and possessions, it is easy to lose sight of the primacy of the spiritual, the fundamental truth that our true essence transcends the physical realm and finds its source in a realm beyond form and limitation. The ancient adage, "As within, so without," serves as a potent reminder that our outer reality is but a reflection of our inner landscape, a projection of our thoughts, beliefs, and the state of our souls. The quest for spiritual alignment, therefore, begins within the sacred temple of our own being. It is a journey of introspection, of delving into the depths of our hearts and minds, to uncover the hidden treasures of wisdom, compassion, and unconditional love that lie dormant within us all. It is a process of dismantling the false idols of ego, fear, and limiting beliefs that keep us trapped in cycles of suffering